Hey everybody, welcome to ELA 7 Virtual Classroom Edition. So I hope that spring break, though it ended with snow, has been an opportunity for you to rest and relax and stay healthy and get all charged up to try this new challenge that we are facing. So we will be doing class online like we talked about before we left for spring break. And I'm hoping that you remembered most of the things that I told you before we left for spring break, but I'm guessing we're gonna need a little bit of a refresher. So I'll go through that right now. Let's see. We're gonna try to take it slow as we get moving on this because it's gonna be new and it's gonna be weird, and there are some of us who are gonna have motivation issues. And so we're gonna try and take it slow and try to figure this out together. But I can tell you, and you won't be surprised, that I'm already over planning. I told Mr. Dixon last night what I was planning to do, and he was like, that's too much. And I was like, I don't really think it is. I think it'll be fine. And he was like, no, that's too much. So if you ever see him, make sure you thank him because he saved you some work for the early part of this week. So just a reminder, I'm going to be using modules to organize our information and our daily tasks. So each day, in the module for that day, there will be a video kind of like this one, except I'll be giving you the instructions for what you should be doing that day, or giving you some background information, refreshing your memory on the skill that we're working on that day, or there will be written instructions in case I didn't get a chance to make a video. And that is where you'll also find all the needed resources and assignments for the day. Speaking of resources and assignments, this is the start of the fourth quarter. So remember, don't dig yourself a hole that we don't know when you'll get the chance to get yourself out of. So that means that on a daily basis, you need to be checking in on Canvas, seeing what you need to do, making sure you do what you need to do, and making sure you get those things turned in so that you don't end up coming back to school whenever we finally get to go back in a mess, okay? So let's make sure we're staying on top of things, getting things done. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to message me on Canvas. You can email me. My email address is ddixon, D-I-X-O-N, only one I, remember, at pdys.org. And then another thing that I'm gonna be doing is, starting probably Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to do office hours on Zoom for you guys. So students only can get online, and I'll set up a Zoom meeting, and there'll be more information coming on that, but I will set up a meeting on Zoom, which is a video conferencing app, and you'll have access to that on your school-issued MacBooks. So you'll be able to sign into Zoom, have a meeting with me, we can talk about things that are going on in class, we can talk about things that are going on in life. You know, if you have questions about the assignments, log in from 10 to 11 a.m. or 1 to 2 p.m. every day this week. I might not do the 10 to 11 on Tuesday just because people might not have gotten out of bed and looked at Canvas by then. So those office hours will be available so that you can check in with me and ask any questions that you have, or if you just don't want to do your work by yourself, you want to feel like you're in the classroom, log into the meeting, do your ELA work during that time. If you have a question while you're doing it, go ahead and ask. Or if you just want to chill and quietly do your work while you know other people are doing it too, just to give you kind of a sense of solidarity and, you know, we're all in this together, you can do that too. Let's see, what else do we have? Again, I'll get you a link for that, and you'll need an access code and a password and all of that kind of stuff, and I'll get you that information when I have it. Let's see. We told you last week, I told you, and Mr. Ford told you that we were going to be doing Reading Plus. So Reading Plus is on for this week, so you can go ahead and get started on that. The site code is RP_Delta_MS. RP_Delta_MS. So it might not be a bad idea to write that down somewhere so that you remember it. but I also put it at the very, very top of my class homepage on Canvas. So you'll be able to find it there. We're starting vocab list 19 this week. Yay, exciting things. So that'll be part of your assignments for this week. And then finally, I remember that there was much joy when I announced at the end of the quarter that we would not be doing reading logs for the time that you are not physically in class. So a reading log is not required at this time, but I would love for you to keep reading, like love it. So if you've got a book to read, you know, take a few minutes every day. You know, I mean, we're used to 15 for 5, so, you know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But because I know that maybe not everybody has a book, because we didn't go to the library before we left school, I found a book that I read over spring break and I really enjoyed it, and I think some of you guys will too. So I'm going to do recordings every week of myself reading this book. It's called The Benefits of Being an Octopus. It's a fun book. It's told by a 13-year-old girl named Zoe, and so I think it'll be a book that many of you really enjoy. And so I'm going to record myself reading that book in 15-minute increments, and then I'm hoping to have 5 of them done each week so that you can read for 15 minutes a day, 5 days this week and next week. And if I run out of book before we run out of days, I'll find another one to read to you. So that's available if you would like to take advantage of that. And I think that's about all I need to tell you for the overall what are we doing situation. But if you go into the link, if you go into the module for Tuesday, you'll find more videos of me talking to you about things you need to get done. Okay? So again, do not hesitate if you have questions to email me or to message me on Canvas, and we'll set up some video conferencing so that you can talk to me kind of face-to-face, virtually face-to-face. All right, so I hope you enjoyed your spring break, and I can't wait until we're all back together again. But until then, let's make the best of it, okay? Thanks.